exciting times, top of the league, but first of all, can you try and update us on the possibility of any of your injured players being back for Thursday night against Sheffield United?
Yeah, Curtis is in training and full training, and is in contention. Yeah, that's it pretty much. The other boys doing well. Diogo and Trent are together in a group, which helps both. But looks like from next week on, they will be hopefully in parts of team training, and then we will see the rest.
Alison?
No, but okay, Ali is with the goalkeeper coaches, so I just see them through the fence. But that looks good as well. But I think in his mind as well, next week parts of team training.
How important is that for you in terms of strength of squad at this stage of the season? Mikel Arteta has already stated that squad strength is vital, and Manchester City have more strength in depth. So it's important to get players back at this stage.
Yeah. So Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. These are our next 6 games. So we need the squad. We need everybody who can come back. We need. In either the full strength, which is probably not possible because then they come back, but somebody else will not be available. That's how it is. The games are too intense. Everybody's fighting for everything. So it's really a tough period, but obviously exciting as well. Looking forward to it. Tomorrow and all the games coming up. They're all difficult for different reasons. Because first and foremost, they're football team games. That's always difficult, but we are really looking forward to it. Cannot say it differently.
You know when all the games are. You've just reeled them off. But is it fans always think about the big ones and Manchester United?
I don't think that our people are like this. If I would think now about Manchester United, our people would have the right to think I'm already too long in the chair, because it just makes no sense. That would be the biggest thing. You cannot play football, you cannot win football games with not respecting the opponent. And I have no chance to influence the Manchester United game in this moment.
Team selection-wise, you mean?
No chance. We will play players available. We had Sunday, Thursday. Obviously, it's a normal break for us. Thursday, Sunday is okay. It's normal. So, but we want to use them. But it's not. For example, Curtis is back. That doesn't mean he can play 90 minutes. He can play a few minutes. Other players might need rhythm because we need them. How can we do that? But it has nothing to do with the United game. Absolutely nothing. It's just with the Manchester United game. Just with the Sheffield United game. Sheffield United deserves our full respect, and we get that. That's it.
You play after Manchester City and Arsenal, of course, who play tonight. Will you be watching? They both kick off at different times. Can you watch both of them?
I didn't even know that they play tonight. No, absolutely, it's really not my subject. How I always was, I expect them always to win. That's not possible when they play against each other, but now they don't do that anymore. So I expect them always to win. So it's not about that. We need to get our points in. We need to win our football games. The rest, I'm honestly not interested. I told you that one story years ago when I watched the game and wanted Leicester to win. Didn't happen. That was the last time that I did that. So that's when you learn from the past. So I'm just, when they play, my heart rate doesn't go up.
You can't influence it.
No, exactly.
Jurgen, just reflecting back on the weekend, Alexis McAllister absolutely shone. Where does he sit currently in your expectations of where he would be when he came in at the start of the season?
Oh, I had no limits for him. It's not. I didn't want to limit him. It's not just. I knew that this is a player I desperately want. Thank God we got him. And then from that moment on, you can always in a new environment, because everything he learned at Brighton was super useful. But then it's a new environment, slightly different role. How he adapted to that, you never know. Not from a footballing point of view. It's more like a character, because of a lot of discussions. Can he play the 6 and these kind of things? It sounds like it was 5 years ago, but it's only a few months ago that people had these kind of discussions, and I got asked the question quite frequently. And these things always help. If you play a little bit out of your comfort zone, it always helps. But we all know the 8 is his best position, but he can play the 6 anyway. And these are the things. It's just I'm absolutely happy, and we had talks before when we signed him, and after them I was super positive that that is a fantastic boy, and that was. But you see that then only when he's here. He's in the middle of the group. Is obviously the best English speaker of our Spanish fraction. So that's great as well. So they sit together on the table. If you would make a picture of that, and Ali on top of that on the table usually, and then you go to the Copa America, that would be a funny picture how they treat each other then. But just a great player, fantastic footballer, super important for us.
Talking about that adaptability, he spoke about Mo Salah calling on him to deliver more to him. How important will their relationship be going forward?
Did I talk about that?
No, Alexis did.
Yeah. After the game, somebody told me that Mo obviously ordered an assist, but Mo is doing that probably on Monday with everybody in the squad. I'm pretty sure it tells everybody, if you don't know where to pass the ball, give it to me. So, yeah, there's no specific partnership. I think most assists for Mo probably has Darwin, if I'm right. I don't know exactly. So we need them all, on the best shape. And what I loved about this goal specifically, how he used the formation, how everybody was pretty much in a perfect position. And then in the end, things can work out like that. The pass from Dom to Maka was already exceptional. And then the next pass is only possible because Mo arrives there, because in that moment Dom is on the right wing. Connor is in a half space, so it's exactly like it should be, especially against man-orientated teams. So it was in the end difficult to defend and very well played. So that's most important. And there will be other moments when Maka has to pass the ball to another striker or to another player, and hopefully he finds them then as well. So, but partnerships on the pitch are very important. Usually I enjoy partnerships with 3. So, because that makes more sense in football than it's only 2. But yeah, we are in the position we are because the boys played really well together, and that's what we need in the next, hopefully, 14 games as well.
Hi, Jurgen. Kelleher, he plays his next game, he's played the same amount of games as Alisson has this season, 24, so this is his longest spell in the Liverpool team. Has he even improved over this spell? And it seemed like a seamless transition, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look, if you would have asked me before the season, I think I was never shy of praising Queef. So, but for example, you can take Queef, Ali out for a long spell. So would have been a bit of a problem, not because of Queef, but he never had to play that many games. So you never know how that would look then. So perfect. What happens if Trent is out for a long time? Well, yeah, with Joey Connor, obviously then Connor was injured, so Connor picked up from there. Then both left backs out. First Robo out, Kossi steps in, then both out, then Joey steps in the right side. So all these kind of things, how these boys deal with the situation and with the new opportunities is just exceptional. And again, so many players out for a really long time. And we're still where we are. That's pretty special. And you cannot expect that. You hope for these kind of things, you cannot expect it. And I'm absolutely over the moon, happy for the boys that they can prove their point. I was never in doubt about them, but they still have to prove it themselves. And so that's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. Outstanding season. Without Queef, Kelleher, yeah, no chance to be in the position we are.
Luis Diaz, he scored his 12th goal of the season against Brighton. We know how good he is in his attacking sense, but he works really hard, doesn't he? Tackles back, wins the ball. How important is he to that side as well as that side of the game?
Yeah. Defensively, the difference is always how much work do your offensive players work back. Because otherwise you defend with 7, and the better the opponents are, the more players stay involved in their offensive games. And then 7 to defend the whole width of the pitch is really tricky. So you can defend it, it's just difficult to defend it proactive, to win balls in the right spaces. You need these boys, 3 up front, to do all this kind of dirty work as well. Yeah, and they do it. So that's just super important for us. For us, it's for me as a manager. I just don't understand the game in a different way. I never did it. I never asked the player to stay away, wait until we win the ball. Never had this. That might be my limitation, but I never could do that. But I can explain them pretty well why it makes really sense that they all are involved in it. And Lucho now specifically against Brighton, his positioning in our midfield press was slightly different, and he adapted really well and did that really well. So I liked it a lot, and we need them both directions, and so far we had them good.
Jurgen, Liverpool being kind of labelled as favourites by many off the back of the weekend. Just wondering if you find that strange, considering what you talked about the injuries and how this team has come together.
It's obviously nothing we are really aware of. The situation is for us Sheffield United and not who is the favourite. And I'm pretty sure when we lost at Arsenal, we were not favourites after that match day. So maybe rightly so or not, I don't know, and I don't care. No, I think as in the last press conference, one of the most important things is to get through this period is just to ignore the outside mess. So because that goes up and down and is emotional and all these kind of things, we have to be professional. We have to be emotional, but in the right way. We have to be the best version of ourselves. We have to try to play the best football we can play, and then let's see what the outcome is. There are no guarantees. There are just opportunities. The clearer you see the opportunity, the more likely you can take it. That's it.
Carl?
Oh, in the dark. For good reason. You're welcome.
The players who are coming back but not yet back, they're going to be pitched into the intensity of a title battle when you do return. Can you do anything different with them to help them get up to speed with that, or is it just the same process you've always gone through?
No, if there would be different ways, we would have done it all the time. Why wouldn't we do it? It's just you need minutes, training, stuff like this. Usually it's like that you come back and you are needed, and that could be next week. So it could be like that if then Trent and Joe are coming back and others are not available, stuff like this, and then you don't talk about rhythm and building up with minutes and stuff like this, then maybe. I hope it's not the case, like now with Curtis. If nothing happens today, not the case. Curtis was for us incredibly important. He set the tone. He played an outstanding season until he got injured. He looks outstanding in training, but well, let's see how we can get him really to that. So the ideal world is 15, 20 minutes, 30, a little bit longer, whatever, and then they have the right, they build really the body again for all this tough things coming up in a Premier League game. So, but there's no other way. So the good thing is, the better we are playing, the easier it is to step in from the sideline again. So if things go really bad and you are the one who should turn it around, that makes it really double as complicated. So yeah, we need them. They have to be back. How's that? Potentially 14 games. I don't even know in how many weeks. What is it? 6-7 weeks. We play every 3 days from now on. Really tough schedule. And so if we are successful, because if not, then the European League is out. But we want to go through there as well. So yeah, we need them. And for the first time, it would be nice if we would have a bit of luck with coming back and being involved, because we forgot Stefan Bajcetic. Yes, he didn't play for a long time, but he trains now fully with the U21s this week. That means we will take him in training next week to us, and then we will see. So another one coming, and that's super important.
Time for one or two more, Declan.
Just a quick one, on wataru endo. How important will he be in
We can go through the whole team. Yeah, very important. Come on, wataru. So, what a player, what a guy. Yeah, has a little bit. He got a knock in the last game, so we have to see for tomorrow what we can do with him. But in general, I think how often, how the skill set of each of the individuals is crucial to the way we want to play. But for playing really offensively, your protection need to be first and foremost perfect, because it's easy to play offensively with a lot of players involved, stuff like this, but you will not score with all these moments. That means your protection has to be perfectly set up, and that gives you the freedom to fly offensively if you want. And a natural defensive-minded midfielder is then super helpful, obviously, and he's doing that extremely well, but in possession he's doing really well too. Partners with pretty much everybody, was already with everybody, with Maka or with Dom or with Harvey or Curtis, so that all worked out really well. So, no, super important, like they all are.
Well, last one.
See how Joe Matip's getting on here? 4 months since he done his ACL.
Yeah, Joel running, so he hates that, but he's able to run again, so that's good. I think since he got injured, this is the best moment, because it was very painful in the beginning, very painful for him, and got through that, and now it's pain-free, but that now all takes time, so I don't think the season is long enough for him.
So, thank you.
Sandy Robertson.
Yeah, and very important, by the way. The other players are very important.